Hey guys, today we're going to be cooking on that Lone Star Grillz offset smoker. A lot of you guys been saying, Hussey, when are you going to be cooking on that cooker? Today's the day. Just want to forewarn you, mistakes were made. Mistakes happened on the brisket and filming. There's going to be some places where I got to insert some voiceover, that kind of thing. I forgot to cut my mic on at one time. I forgot to make an intro. That's why I'm having to make it right now. Mistakes were made. But I'm really curious to know what you think about the end product of our brisket. So y'all, let's get ready, let's go. All right, so let's get a fire started. I'm gonna start out with a little bit of lump charcoal. This is just to get a nice coal bed down. I'm gonna light it with my grill gun, and we're gonna let this burn just for a little bit, just to start getting a nice fire going, and then we're gonna start adding a little bit of kindling. And I wanna take 2 larger logs. We'll go ahead and put them on each side of our fire, and that just helps get it dry, get it ready for the coal bed. As soon as you put it on there, it'll pretty much ignite instantly, create some nice smoke. We'll go ahead and close the door, make sure our exhaust is open. We're ready to go. All right, so let's talk about our brisket. Our brisket, I got a, I can't remember how much it was. I trimmed this the other day and I've already forgot, I should have wrote it down. It's a Costco Prime brisket. I trimmed this up. I didn't make a video of a trim. There's plenty of tutorials out there, Smoke Trails, Chud, really good people. I feel like I do a hack job at my trimming, so you know, I just did what I did. Now, I did this a couple days. I was supposed to cook this yesterday. However, the forecast said it's going to be raining in the afternoon, and I didn't feel like coming out here tending to the fire in the rain. Guess what? It didn't rain, but at any rate, I put a little bit of salt on it. I did a little dry brine, stuck it in the refrigerator uncovered, just to try to let some of that salt maybe try to seep in. Always hear Smoke Trails, always hear Chud talking about how Franklin's barbecue, Franklin's brisket, may I say, is right on the verge of salty. So I thought, let's try to do this, okay? Today, I'm going to use my own season. And this right here is Hussey's Heifer Dust. It's formulated for beef, but not only for beef. A lot of people put this on a lot more things and they absolutely love it. So I'm going to put it on this brisket today. I thought, why not? It's got a lot of salt, it's got a lot of pepper in it, it's got some other little goodies in it that makes good groceries. Let's try this brisket with some Hungry Hussey's Heifer Dust. And then we're going to finish it off with a little bit more pepper. The pepper makes the bark. I'm just going to take, this is just a little bit of water and this apple cider vinegar. That's just to try to get things tacky, okay? And I'm going to do, this is the underside, non-fat cap, and this is going to be on the bottom of the grate, so I'm starting out with the bottom, all right? Just going to come in here, season this dude up really well, because this bad boy can take some, can take a lot of seasoning. Don't forget them sides, state law. Okay, flip this over. Okay, same thing on this fat cap side. Man, I'm really interested to see how this heifer dust works on a brisket. Does really well on smash burgers for a lot of griddle stuff. Goes well on pork chops. Does good on chicken. It's just an overall really good seasoning. I'm pretty proud to say that it's mine. Do a little bit of this pepper right here. A little bit more, some coarse pepper. All right, flip it over. Right now, we're sitting at about 250. We might just go ahead and throw it on when we lift the top. Some of that heat's going to escape. So let's go on over to the smoker. Got our brisket nice and seasoned up. I'm really excited to see what this heifer dust does. Just going to come here. Squooch it together, just like that. The wood we're burning today is going to be hickory and oak. Got a nice coal bed here. We're going to add one of our logs. You can tell it's already kind of combusted here. So we're just going to come here. So we got everything down. We're going to run this bad boy 200, 225 for the first 4 hours, and then we're going to bump her up. All right, we'll see you in about 4 hours. Hey y'all, hey, I appreciate you watching thus far. If you don't mind, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. I sure would appreciate it. And leave me a comment. I'd love to interact with you. All right guys, so it's been about 4 hours. Right now I need to put a log on. We're getting ready to, now we're gonna go 250, 275 until the thing's done. Sorry for me squinting. The sun is out. I'm trying, I'm in the shade, but I'm still, normally I have sunglasses on, so. Shoo-wee, baby. Yeah, look at that. She's drying up nice. It's got a little pooling right there, it's okay. Obviously a long ways to go, but yeah, she's shaping up nicely. Got some tallow over here, or some, this is just the trimmings, and it's gonna render down, hopefully make a little bit of tallow. We're right at the 12-hour mark. Let's see where we're at. Oh man, look how pretty that is. Boy, that bark looks good. Now let's get in here with our thermopin. We're checking for tenderness with the pin to see how it kind of goes in and goes out. Roughly around 195 degrees, but man, this probe is nice and tender here. So we're gonna get this ready. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put this into some aluminum foil. We'll wrap it tightly, and I'm gonna put that into the oven in a warm feature until the next day, so about 18-hour hold. Just make sure you wrap that full tightly, and we're going to add a little bit of that smoked beef tallow also to that brisket for that long hold. Tomorrow should be some good groceries, y'all. We got that brisket off the smoker about 8:30 yesterday. We pulled it about 195, and that's what it's kind of the Goldie's method. So there's kind of big 3 methods out there. I went with the Goldie method. All right, 195. I let it rest for, I don't know, 30 minutes or so, just to kind of let everything just kind of settle, get chill, you know. Wrapped it in full. I put it in the oven at the warm feature, and that's about 160 degrees, give or take. It's time to slice this brisket, y'all. Are you ready? I'm ready. Look at that thing. Woo-hoo! Man alive, boy, that looks good. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Little chud juice action right here. Don't mind if I do. Chud. Nothing left to do here, folks. Let's give it a cut. So I'm just gonna come flats over here. About right there. Yeah. I don't like to squeeze too much. Man, she looks great. Man, would you look at that. Woohoo! Here at this end, let's give it a try. I like the end. Boy, it's nice and tender. Even for the end, it's not dried out. Look at that. Oh man. That's a good brisket. That, my friends, is a good brisket. Let's take another little cut here, just so that you can kind of see, and so I can try another piece. Just kind of, it don't break apart, pulls apart. My gosh. This is the best brisket I've ever had. It's a little dry on that end right there, and I think that's because that's the end closest to the where the fire was hitting it, okay? A little dry right there. That's okay. Gosh, it's still good. Y'all, I'm pretty proud with this. It's super juicy. I held for almost 24 hours, so man, you cannot beat that at all. Y'all, hey, I appreciate you watching. Be looking for other offset smokers. That Lone Star Grillz, man, it really did a good job. So, hey, while you're at it, hit this video right here. I'm sure you'll love it.